Welcome back to my YouTube channel Old Coins Value, where we explore the fascinating history and value of rare and collectible coins from around the world. And in today's video, we will be taking a deep dive into the story behind the 1970 to Washington quarter, a coin that may look ordinary to most people, but has a rich legacy, historical context, design evolution, and numismatic significance that make it a subject of great interest to collectors, historians, and coin enthusiasts alike. Let us begin by setting the historical stage for the Washington quarter itself before narrowing down to the year 1972, when this coin became part of everyday American commerce as well as coin collecting circles. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932. To commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States, the design was originally intended to be a one-year commemorative coin. However, due to its popularity and the desire for a new regular issue quarter, the design was adopted as a permanent replacement for the standing Liberty quarter. The original design of the Washington quarter was created by sculptor John Flanagan, who won a competition organized by the United States Treasury. His portrait of George Washington was based on the bust created by French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon in 1785. The obverse features a left-facing profile of George Washington with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" along with the year of minting. Moving ahead to the year 1972, we find ourselves in a unique time in American history marked by political changes, social movements, and economic transitions. Richard Nixon was serving his second term as president. The Vietnam War was still ongoing, and the United States was in the midst of dealing with inflation and the aftermath of leaving the gold standard. In this backdrop, the 1972 Washington quarter continued to play its role as a vital component of everyday transactions, but it also began to emerge as a subject of study among numismatists. The 1970 to Washington quarter was struck at three different United States mint facilities, namely the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. The quarters struck in Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those struck in Denver carry the D mint mark, and those produced in San Francisco are marked with an S. Although the San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins by 1970, the composition of the 1970 to Washington quarter was a clad composition which had been adopted starting in 1965 to replace the previous 90% silver content. Due to rising silver prices, the clad version of the quarter consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. This new composition preserved the coin's durability and color while significantly reducing production costs and metal value. The total weight of the clad quarter is approximately 567 grams with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and a reeded edge. In terms of mintage, the 1970 to Washington quarter saw a substantial production run. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 215 million quarters, the Denver Mint produced over 311 million, and the San Francisco Mint produced over 3 million proof coins. This high mintage means that many of these coins are still in circulation today. Although finding high-grade specimens with sharp details and no signs of wear can be a challenge, collectors often look for specific features that distinguish certain 1972 quarters as more valuable or desirable. Among these features are minting errors and varieties, which are of great interest in the numismatic community. Some of the known errors include double die obverses and reverses, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. One particularly sought-after error is the double die obverse, where the inscriptions or details of George Washington's profile appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die hubbing process. Grading is another important aspect of coin collecting and significantly affects the value of the 1972 Washington Quarter coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition coins graded Ms. 6.5 and above. Especially those with strong luster, sharp strikes, and clean surfaces can command higher prices. From collectors and dealers alike, proof coins struck in San Francisco with a deep cameo finish and perfect surfaces are also especially valued in the marketplace. It is also important to understand the market dynamics and historical value. Trends of the 1970 to Washington quarter. While many circulated coins have only face value or a slight premium, higher grade examples, rare error coins, and certified proof versions can sell for significantly more. The value of these coins is influenced by factors such as demand, rarity, condition, and provenance. Auction records show that rare error varieties and high-grade certified examples can fetch prices ranging from tens to hundreds of dollars depending on the coin's features and certification. From a broader historical perspective, the 1970 to Washington quarter represents a piece of American history not just as currency but as an object that reflects the economic, technological, and artistic standards of its time. Its continued presence in circulation serves as a reminder of how American coinage evolves over time, responding to changing needs, materials, and public expectations. The quarter has undergone further changes since 1972, most notably with the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999 and later the America the Beautiful series, but the original design by John Flanagan remained iconic throughout these transitions. Many collectors begin their journey with coins like the 1970 to Washington quarter because it is affordable, accessible, and historically rich. It offers an entry point into the wider world of numismatics and opens the door to understanding how minting practices, economic shifts, and design philosophies have shaped American coinage over nearly 2.5 centuries. In examining each element of the 1970 quarter, we can appreciate the layers of meaning embedded in a single piece of metal. From the artistic craftsmanship of its design to the historical context of its production to the modern-day value it holds in the collector's market, this coin tells a story that connects the past to the present and reflects the ongoing importance of coin collecting as a way to preserve history, educate the public, and celebrate national heritage. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious viewer taking your first steps into the world of old coins, the 1970 to Washington quarter offers a perfect case study of what makes a coin valuable and historically meaningful. And as we continue this video, we will explore even more about the coin's design, comparisons with earlier and later quarters, deep dives into error varieties, professional grading services, tips on spotting authentic errors, and even interviews and expert opinions from veteran numismatists. So stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of old coins, values, and history through the lens of the 1970 to Washington quarter, a small yet powerful reminder of American legacy, craftsmanship, and commerce.